Hey guys, remember to like and subscribe to Base Boxing Basement. Great guy, big Corey too. And he knows boxing like P. Diddy knows the inside of my intestines. So keep those haters away.
Oh, thanks for that, Justin. Yeah, thanks for that, Justin. I hope your batty has been completely ruined by P. Diddy's sickness, man, and your soul. But yeah, so what we had last night? Yeah, we had Saul Canelo Alvarez vs Jaime Munguia, the Cinco de Mayo Battle of the Maycans. Um, I didn't stay up for this. I watched it the next day. You know, I with Canelo, I said to you in my preview, Canelo is very patient and he's careful. He does not take risks. He will get hit, but his head movement's still good, but he won't take risks. Even when he's got a guy hurt, he doesn't go for the finish, you know, aggressively. He goes for the points victory. And this is a bit of a problem with a lot of the big fights. The fighters don't want to take risks. They want to go the distance because they know they might get a rematch, especially if it's close. Not in this case. Not in this case. In my preview, I went for Canelo on points. Yeah. I don't like to brag. We got there's another great Triple B tip. It was about evens, just below. But I put on a number of accas to the four main fights to go the distance. Okay? Now, 3 of those went the distance. Yeah, Diego Magdaleno let me down, man. I still won £115, right? Because I mixed them up with accas and individuals and doubles and blah, blah, blah. So I still £115 up, brud. But if Magdaleno could have gone the distance with Figueroa, I would have made another 250. So I'm a bit bitter. And like I said, the thing is with Canelo, he doesn't take unnecessary risks. He's very patient, right? It even took him 12 rounds to stop Ryan Rhodes. He's been doing this for years. The chinny Ryan Rhodes, who got knocked out by Lee Blundell in 3 rounds, right? Matthew Hatton, who's tough, but Matthew Hatton, look at him, man. Went the distance with Canelo. You know, if it had been Ricky in there, no doubt Ricky would have been blown out spectacularly, face down, ass up. But no, I mean, Canelo's always been very patient. And yep, another great tip. I hate to brag, but it was another tip. I mean, it was kind of predictable. The odds weren't huge, but you know, I've given a lot of good tips. A lot of good tips to me fans. So you should listen and like and subscribe, as Justin Bieber said. Now, in the build-up, you know, I was thinking Canelo does not look himself, right? In the face-off, in the presentations, I think he looked thin. Munguia looked way bigger, even though he's been fighting at a lower weight for more years. Canelo's gone up to 175. Ridiculously, they once said he could go up to heavyweight and fight Usyk. I mean, come on, man. Come on, bro. Even then, I was like, come on, these guys are high blood. But, yeah, he didn't. His body just looked slim, you know? He looked slim. I don't know, maybe he had a bad camp, you know? Maybe they tried something different. Maybe they had new PEDs or no PEDs because they're probably scared that De La Homo, who's turned on Canelo, you know, would stitch him up and make him test positive. You know, because like, boxing, listen, I said this 1,000,001 times. Drug testing in boxing is not real. It's a fraud. And that goes the same with every sport, right? You get idiots like Otto Wally in the Knives Street. Hey, guys, of course he's not done PEDs. He's never failed a test. Okay, guys? Yeah, Lance, what's his name? Lance Armstrong, a cycler, passed over 500 tests in his career and was juicing every single one of them. Tommy the Duke Morrison, one of my favourite fighters, admitted doing PEDs since he was 18 as an amateur. So what do you know about that, man? But, you know, they'll stitch people out like they've stitched out Ryan for talking out against the wrong uns. But Canelo looked thin in the lead-up. Way bigger, Munguia, way bigger. He looked like a different weight division. He looked like a light heavyweight, he's a middleweight. And Canelo weighed in light, I think 1.5 pounds, which surprised me. Maybe he had problems in the camp. Like I said, there might be a PED issue. Maybe he went back to being vegan again, which is no good. You need that proper protein from meat and fish, right, to build that muscle. But the first couple of rounds, so it started off, and the Hmong man, the Jaime Munguia. He's not as ugly as I thought he was. I would say he's super ugly. And he does look like, you know, he's a bit educationally and mentally challenged. you know. But you know, he's not so ugly. I was a bit harsh on him. And for 2 rounds, Munguia was bashing up Canelo, bouncing the ginger head around, his big, solid, square ginger head around, you know. And you're like, wait, hang on, man. You're thinking, has Canelo, has he suddenly got old? He was missing something, to be honest with you. He looks slower than usual, Canelo. Canelo has good hand speed, not so much foot speed. Some say he's flat-footed, but you know, I don't totally agree with that. But his hands are usually fast, and they just look slow. He wasn't getting off. Like I said, maybe the training camp, maybe the PED issue, maybe the vegan issue, but there's something that was missing there from Canelo. But then round 3, he dropped Jaime, the Munguia, with the uppercut. And that kind of started the change to fight. Munguia was a little bit more. His defense, that's what I said to you. Munguia's defense is not super good. He's an aggressive fighter. He can punch, but he's not Julian Jackson. And he had moments of success during the fight, but it became, after the knockdown, it kind of changed the momentum. The focus of the fight went to Canelo, and he started to land a bit more. He never really looked like dropping Munguia again, who has a good chin. He hurt him with a body shot, to be honest with you. They were both hitting the body shots, Mekan style. But and there was one point, I think later on, about the 9th, Munguia took a big body shot and dropped his arms, but he toughed it out, because they're Mexicans. The top level Mexicans are always tough. They're always tough. You know, they have to be. There's loads of rubbish Mexicans, but they're journeymen and bums. But when you make it to the top, and you're Mexican, they're always tough. Yeah, they're always tough, and they don't like fancy business. They want fighting. So Canelo cruised. Well, I wouldn't say it was cruised. There were parts of the fight when he was getting hit, especially the early rounds. But he basically cruised to a points win, deservedly so. And now at 33, yeah, that number, which they keep on repeating. Notice they keep on repeating. He's 33, he's 33, he's 33. I'm like, wait, you guys are so obsessed with that number. We know why. We know why. We know what it means. Look at Canelo Alvarez's logo. If you want to know what that relates to, the secret society. But yeah, a decent points win for Canelo, who now he's been like a lot of these modern fighters, always bringing their kids and their women to the ring. I don't agree with that. I don't think in a sport as violent as boxing, where people get badly hurt, your family, your kids should be there watching you. And the Saul Jr., which is not a very original name for your son, is it? I was worried about people who call their sons after themselves, because it seems so egotistical. You know, and it must create confusion. Saul, and they both go, yeah, what? He goes, no, Junior. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, I meant your ginger dad. Whatever. But yeah, so he got the win. He carries on, kind of. Is he over the hill now? Well, he's 33, as they keep on telling us. He's been boxing since he was 15. That's like 18 years of boxing. 18 years of boxing. And you would imagine he would slow down a bit. I just think there was something funny in the camp. Like I said either the training camp didn't go well. There was problems with nutrition. There's problems with PEDs or other supplements. There's something going on, and Canelo around and pals now. So you've got to be suspicious. Oscar's out for Canelo's blood. He was slating him. Canelo called him a pendejo, cabron, a maricon, and a bunch of English swear words. It's funny to hear Canelo speak English, because he can speak quite well, but he doesn't like to, because he doesn't want to disrespect, right, his Mexican side. You know, Mexican fighters are so proud to be Mexican, but the actual Mexican fighters, rather than the Chicana ones that moved to America. Yeah, Ryan Garcia don't even speak Spanish. You know, his name's Ryan. It's not Julio. It's not Jorge. It's Ryan. Very anglicized. But him and Ryan are pals. He was probably a bit nervous, I think, about the testing, Canelo. So maybe he didn't do the PED, and this is why he was a bit slower. Is he over the hill? I don't think it was his best performance, but it's still a good win against a tough guy. I never bought the Munguia's a next Mexican superstar nonsense, and Oscar was spouting. All kinds of nonsense comes out of Oscar's batty anyway, and a lot goes inside the batty, the sick pervert. That's another thing. Canelo said, he goes, hey, man, he goes, you have a problem with your kitchen. You don't even cook with pans. You cook with vibrators, man. Because, we know what, that sickness Oscar gets up to in the kitchen. If you're unfortunate enough to actually see the film or the stills of his kitchen, it's no good. It's sickening. I couldn't eat for about 2 days after seeing it. I didn't want to go near a kitchen in case Oscar sprung up with his whisk, the old pervert. But Canelo's still got something with him. Who does he fight next? I mean, they would talk about David Benavidez. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't think Canelo calls the shots, because you know that Canelo Alvarez signature on the contract equals big money. And he rules the roost. Outside of the heavyweights, there's no earners like Canelo Alvarez. All right? So he will fight who he wants. I'd never been that super excited with Canelo because he is too patient. He's too careful. I like blood and guts fighters. But he's effective. He goes on to make many more millions. And Munguia, he'll probably win that title again, but he'll have to come back. He will never be a superstar that Oscar de la Hoya wanted him to be. So it goes on. Peace in the Middle East, guys.